Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching the latest DC movie, Black Adam, starring Dwayne Johnson, Pierce Brosnan, and a ton of other people, and what's basically the first DC Extended Universe film since the Warner Brothers Discovery acquisition. And with that, it seems like this is definitely pointing in the direction that Discovery wants these films to be in, which definitely does allow Black Adam to be the anti-hero that I expected him to be, but this is a film that's full of big ups and big downs. So let's get to it, shall we? The story is that Tet Adam, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, was originally a slave in his original country of Kahndaq. Once he ends up being brought back into the Kahndaq 5,000 years after his son ended up sacrificing himself in order to save him. Black Adam is not very happy when it comes to the fact that Kahndaq is still being oppressed, though this time it's not by a king, it's done by mercenaries. And Black Adam gets to enforce his personal brand of justice upon the mercenaries who happen to oppress his people, while he also has to deal with the Justice Society of America, which includes Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher. What follows is a film that's definitely full of a lot of plot twists and turns, and definitely has a lot in common with the original comics of Black Adam, and that I appreciate that the film doesn't make Black Adam a straight-up hero. He kills off various bad guys, he is utterly ruthless throughout, and it's shown that the Justice Society's means of preserving life and trying to do what they can through their means of justice don't always align with what Kahndaq sees as justice. Because the civilians all rally behind Black Adam through his various deeds, no matter how ruthless he is, whereas the Justice Society of America are basically seen as people trying to enforce their brand of rules onto people who don't really want that. I like that bit of commentary there, especially because I like all the Justice Society members, even with their various opinions being put to the test. Hawkman seems to be the one who's most directly opposed to Black Adam, but I appreciate how he develops and grows a respect for him over time. Dr. Fate, played by Pierce Brosnan, is probably my favorite of the bunch, mainly because I have a big soft spot for Dr. Fate from Young Justice in the comics, and I think Brosnan brings a lot of gravitas to his role. As for Cyclone and Atom Smasher, they're the two newbies of the Justice Society, and I like how they formed a connection with each other, as well as the fact that their powers look really cool, especially Atom Smasher, because I just like seeing giant characters in a lot of superhero stories. Maybe we can get some more of those. But I also think that Atom Smasher and Cyclone generally seem like good friends, and I wouldn't mind seeing them in other movies. However, even though this movie gets the characters down, the pacing does seem pretty darn off. This is about a 2-hour movie, but there are large stretches of the film that feel like they're padded out or done with gratuitous amounts of slow-mo for no reason other than just to take up time. On top of that, the main villain, while he is certainly very imposing, and I'm surprised he manages to inflict as many casualties as he does, he isn't very interesting when it comes down to it. It just sort of feels like they pulled him from a random Black Adam comic to give Black Adam someone to fight without him being an interesting character in his own right. So yeah, the villain's not very interesting, and it does feel like the film's dragged out in a few areas, but I like Black Adam and his arc, and I do like the Justice Society of America members. Plus, the mid-credits scene, while it does feel a little hokey, does promise some interesting things later down the line as well. So, with all that being said, Black Adam should entertain audience members, there's no doubt about it. But when it's on like Donkey Kong. But when it's not, it can feel like a bit of a drag. But otherwise, I thought it was fairly entertaining. One of the more entertaining DC films that we've gotten in the DCEU, and I'm excited to see where Black Adam goes forward coming from this one. That's why I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. See you next time.